So if I asked you, who creates, do you think, a lot of our stress? So some of it's other people, but a lot of it's what? It's me. Not me personally, I hope, but it's us, right? So here's how that works. Life's not about what's happening to us because we don't really have a lot of control over that. Life is all about how we're choosing to respond to what's happening to us. That makes all the difference in the world. Because there are things in our lives over which we have zero control. So what are some of those things? What do we have no control over? The weather, traffic, stock market, other people. Other people tops most of our lists some days. In other words, the things that we are talking and thinking about all the time. We focus a lot on the things that we have no control over. But here's a short list over here. What do we have virtually total control over? Us. That's it. And I'll give you an example of how I would never say we create 100% of our own stress, because that is totally unrealistic. However, if I asked you, how many of you think we create 50% of our own stress? 60, 70, yeah. We create a great deal, and I'll give you an example of what that looks like. You either do this or you know someone who does this. You're driving down the highway, perfectly fine day, everything's gone fine, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, let's say, you're driving, everything's perfectly fine. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, somebody cuts you off and you've got to slam on your brakes in that moment. Now, at that moment in time, there are two possible responses. There are no more. Response choice number one. Slam on the brakes and start doing what? We get all worked up, and sometimes, oh my God. See, Sharon, you came right out with that, didn't you? And you start, and within a matter of moments, literally moments, we sometimes get so worked up, we have to drive next to the person so we can look at them, right? And then if they're not looking at us, because, you know, maybe we were in a blind spot, they don't even know something happened. They're not looking at us, and we get even more angry, anxious, whatever the word might be for you. Now, here's the thing. In that moment, that person technically did not cause our stress. What caused our stress? My choice of response, because the other response could have been slam on my brakes and go, glad I was paying attention, and move on with my day.